One thing that I discovered through my research that probably nobody knows, and it's definitely one of the secondary missions of the book, is to make that facet of him more known, was that he was a great lover of romance. And not any romance, sort of rosewater, corny, overdone romance. He loved those things. I mean, we have scenes of him, and this is surreal. His own secretaries didn't believe it. When he's presiding over a battle, I mean, there's tens of thousands of casualties, cavalry charges, bullets and cannonballs ricocheting through the air. There's blood and gore everywhere. And he retires into his tent and reads a love story about a Swiss noblewoman falling in love with her young tutor. And he's crying over it. And his subordinates are like, this can't be happening. I mean, this is, and in fact, he was made fun of at the time when his final campaign library was captured after the Battle of Waterloo. It was sacked by the Prussians and then delivered to the English. And when they opened the books, I mean, yes, you had history. He was, and I should tell you, history for him was the mother subject. He called it the only true philosophy, history. But about 30–40% were romances. And they were shocked that such a great warlord, and they had built this image of him as this great conqueror, was reading novels about Marie Antoinette's ladies-in-waiting and commenting on the various affairs at the court of Louis XVI. So it made him also a very human figure. Because, and even as the writer or the historian tries to get through the propaganda, whether his or his opponent's propaganda, you're always kind of caught up on these images. I mean, especially with him, it's so poignant, it's so all-encompassing. The messaging was so potent that it's very hard to pierce through. That's one way that I was able to pierce through to the man. It's knowing his love of romance and the many conversations he had with his friends and subordinates about romance and about women specifically, for which, by the way, he held a lifelong admiration but was universally bad at talking to.